Yo, what's good? This is Catch a Fade with Yair today. Wait. Sounded
Wait,
weird.
what do I?
Yo, what's good? It's Catch a Fade with Yair. Today we're gonna be doing a mid-drop fade on my boy David here. I hope you guys learned something new and let's get right into it. So to start off, we're going to get our Babyliss Pro trimmers and we're going to start with making our first guideline. For this guideline, I'm making a line right above his ear and dropping the line towards the back of his head. This is going to ensure that we get that drop fade style for this haircut. Now that I'm on the left side of the head, I'm going to make sure it's identical to the other side for the best results. Now I'm going to grab my foil shaver and shave the stubble that I left behind with my trimmer. Now I'm going to grab my clipper with the lever open and with no guard on it, I'm going to make a second guideline about an inch above the first guideline. Now I'm going to grab my number 1 guard and I'm going to make a third guideline about an inch above the second guideline. Now I'm going to grab my number 2 guard and I'm going to make a fourth guideline about an inch above the third guideline. Now I'm going to grab my number 3 guard and cut off all that bulk that we left behind. Now it's time to blend the guidelines out. First, I'm going to grab my number 1.5 guard and blend out that dark area above the second guideline. Keep in mind that I am in the blending process, so I'm making sure to flick out so this fade comes out smooth. Now I'm gonna grab my number 1 guard and clean up any dark areas left behind by the 1.5 guard. Now I'm gonna grab my half guard and I'm gonna move my lever to the middle of being open and closed. Then I'm gonna hit my second guideline. Make sure not to go too high in this process. Now I'm gonna open the lever and blend the dark areas that I left behind. The last step is to use my clipper with no guard on it, and with the lever closed all the way, I'm gonna hit the first guideline and slightly bring it up. Make sure to not go too high on these last couple of steps or you can ruin the entire fade. Now I'm gonna slightly open the lever and bring the line up a tiny bit more. Now I'm gonna open the lever halfway between open and closed and repeat the same steps. Now I'm gonna fully open the lever and touch up any dark areas I may have missed. Now I'm gonna line up his C-cups with my trimmer to make his fade look crispy. Now with my trimmer, I'm gonna cut the little lines that our shaver has left behind. Sometimes the lines are hard to see, but with the right lighting and a good eye, you can see the little faint lines. Now I'm gonna begin clipper over comb by scooping up the bulk on the sides of the head with my comb and cutting it with my clipper. Be very careful on this step. If you dig too deep with the comb, you could leave a bald spot on the head. Then I'm gonna give my client a crispy and natural lineup to finish off this haircut. Then I'm gonna grab the sharpest blade in the city and clean up his lineup. Then I'm gonna hit my client with aftershave and burn the hell out of his head. Congratulations, we officially finished our mid-drop fade. Now that brings us to the end of this tutorial. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and follow me on Instagram for updates. And until next video.